Good morning, Infinity. Good morning to everybody out there in the atmosphere on the Infinite Life stream. I'm so glad that you have joined us today. I'm so glad that you're with us in this moment. My name is Jeff Obafemi Carr, also known as Rev Jeff. We're getting ready to start service. And this service is a Fifth Sunday chat. On Fifth Sundays, we do Fireside Chat format, and I'm bringing it to you live from the studios of the Infinity Center down in the bitty bottom of the basement. Hey, I hope you've had an awesome Christ Mass, Christmas, holiday, and you're getting ready for a brand new year. Listen, I want to give you a moment. If you're just tuning in to us and you've recovered from the holidays and you're getting ready for the next set of holy days, which is New Year's, I want to encourage you to go and grab some stuff in your house. Get your kids, grab everything that you can. Grab your magazines, grab your poster board, grab your glue sticks. Today is a very special presentation. Usually I host a near midnight marathon for my method of building vision boards called Atomic Vision. Today, I'm doing it for a live service. So where can you go to find spirituality in action, to put together a vision board that actually works? Look no further. Take a minute, go get your folks. I'll be back to start the service. Welcome to Infinity, y'all. Welcome home. Ashael. Good morning, Infinity. I want to say hello to everyone who is beaming in with us from around the world. Wherever you might be coming in from, I thank you for this opportunity to be here. On behalf of the Infinity Fellowship, my name is Jeff Obafemi Carr, also known as Rev Jeff. I'm your family, y'all. We're family. We're all together here on this beautiful Sunday morning. It is the 29th of December in 2024. Can you believe we've gotten here? Just a couple of more days to round out the year of divine reciprocity and prepare for 2025, which is the year of next Sunday. I love y'all. That's a fact you cannot change. Listen, let's put ourselves in a space of meditation by opening the way. And we're just going to do a brief meditation that I invite you into. I invite you to just still yourself in the place of calmness and to just relax, breathe a little bit. I know you've had a heck of a holiday. You had a lot of travel. I did. Yeah, still a lot more travel to go too. But very grateful to be here after a wonderful week, after family has come together, after many of us have stuffed ourselves and worked it out in preparation via Yoga Sunday last week. But we want to just kind of calm ourselves so that we can set our vibration for a high frequency for the rest of this service. So take a deep breath and inhale, and then just exhale and just let it all out. That's all we're going to do. We're going to do it together. Just continue to breathe like this into the stillness. And don't worry about if you got all your magazines yet. Don't worry about if you've gotten all the kids together yet. Don't worry if your coffee isn't through brewing yet. Don't worry about all of that. Let's just set our day. Let's just set our week. Let's just divinely bring ourselves into the space of goodness right now. We do that through breathing. Goodness in the inhale, release in the exhale. Inhaling the good, exhaling the things we no longer need. As we center ourselves in this moment by ringing the chime a few times on the singing bowl, go ahead and allow your eyes to close gently, whether you close them top to bottom or bottom to top. Or as I say sometimes, if you just meet in the middle, go ahead and find that space of peace and quietude as we ring in recognition of the mind, in recognition and gratitude of the body, in recognition and gratitude of the spirit of consciousness today. The delightful, centering consciousness of breath, letting us know that we are alive and that all is truly well. Hearing and feeling the sound that gently covers us, that circulates around our head and enters our temple through the 7 points, the 2 eyes, the 2 nostrils, 2 ears, and the mouth. Consecrating this body temple for the good that is coming its way today. Centering ourselves in gratitude and thanksgiving. Synchronizing our breath with the sound in and out. Trusting that all is well. From this place of centering, we now recognize and accept that from this place of clarity, we invite the Spirit of God into our place. We invite the awareness of the Spirit of God into this body temple. And so I speak for all of us around the world, those who are Christians who have celebrated the birth of their Lord and our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, those of us who are Muslims who have celebrated the energy of recognition of Allah, those who are Israelites and those who are agnostics and those who are scientists and those who are knowledge seekers and wisdom bearers, those who are in the tradition of the Buddha, those who are in the tradition of the yogi, all come together and center the energy around the God of your acceptance and understanding. How powerful how all-wise, how all-knowing. As we center our consciousness in this space, we speak to that energy directly. All-wise and all-knowing and all-loving God, oh, we give thanks. We give thanks to you in this moment today for the Infinity Fellowship. Thanks for such a special place. Thank you for a place where people are concerned about loving one another more than they are disliking and hating one another. Thank you for this divine year that you have given us of reciprocity. Recognizing that through every single Sunday broadcast that we have come to a place of understanding that our vibration is a frequency of love. And that we are working through spiritual practice to always share this frequency vibration of love with others. And may those who have come to this place today find the recognition that gratitude is a door that will open the way to the greatest dreams that they have. That gratitude and appreciation can erase doubt. That gratitude and appreciation can erase fear. That gratitude and appreciation can erase shame. That it can help in the healing of trauma, the moving beyond those things that have held us back. This has been a year of divine reciprocity, and I speak on this last Sunday in 2024 that we carry with it into the new year, with our consciousness into the new year. That what we give, we get. That what we put into the atmosphere, into the universe, into our relationships, into our people, into our staffs, into our co-workers, into our families is multiplied. And so I speak this recognition that the power of love is above all the strongest power. For darkness cannot be beaten with darkness. It can only be beaten with light. Hate cannot be destroyed with other hate. It can only be dissipated through love. And so we speak from a position of love today. Love that goes beyond the challenging moments that we have. Love that goes beyond the low moments that we have. Love that goes beyond the sometimes confusing and angry moments that we have in our lives, knowing that all of these emotions are important and powerful, but in the end, it is the power of love that guides us and lifts us and gives us strength and agency to be the change that we want to see in the world. I speak a new level of rejuvenation as we work through today our visioning. May it move at an atomic level to lift those who are in need of lifting. May it work continually at an atomic level to continue to resonate in a powerful way as we prepare ourselves for 2025. Fully alive, fully grateful. And I speak that there is someone out there today who will be touched by a song, someone who will be touched by a word, someone who will be touched by an action, something written on the screen or experienced in their own journey that will remind them that they are always loved, covered, and protected by you. It is for these things and for others that cannot be uttered in words, but only felt through the consciousness of the powerful heart. We say, thank you. We inhale together and exhale and release. We say the words together, Amen, Amin, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. It is done, and so it is. Let's prepare our minds and hearts for the pouring of libation. We now invite you into the sacred moment where we pour libations, y'all. I'm just really excited that we get an opportunity to share these rituals every single Sunday. And for those of you who are new to Infinity, who may be new to the practice of pouring libations, I'm here to tell you today that you are not new to the practice of pouring libations. Whether you just learned to pour a little coffee off before you have some when you sit on the porch, like maybe Granddaddy did, spill a little in the saucer, toss some off the porch. Maybe perhaps you've been on the street corner when you break open that bottle and pour a little off the top for the brothers who ain't here. Libations is just a part of the culture. We pour out water in recognition of the living, symbolic of those of us who are inside these earth suits that will eventually not be able to hold who we truly are. And when that happens, then we turn into the earth, represented by the plants that we pour into. When we pour, we recognize the names of those who have come before, because, let me be frank. You didn't get here all by yourself. Y'all remember all the times that you had people praying you through? And if you don't remember the times that they were praying you through, you might remember when you got grown and they told you. Remember that 3-day stretch you had where nobody knew where you were? I was on my knees the entire time in my prayer closet. My God. So when we recognize those ancestors, even if they may not be perfect, we recognize those who have gone before and we stand on their shoulders. So as we pour this water, I invite you to grab your family, bring them into the room. We always let you know that it's important to tell the stories. It is through the telling of stories that we keep memories alive. And through memories, we keep immortality on this side of life before we transition into life after life. So if you're in the chat here today, I'm going to invite you to be a super infinite life streamer with me today. Type a name in the chat. It's me solo in the studio, just me and all my relations. The Lakota people would say Matakuyasin, me and all my relations. So me and all my relations have two hands that are working in the physical realm. So y'all gonna need to keep this chat going and keep it alive, because I'm not gonna be able to monitor and everything, because I am the tech team, me and the ancestors today. So ancestors, I pour to you today and I give thanks. And I say, Omi Tutu, cool water, freshen our spirits, Ashe. Freshen and consecrate this space for spiritual work today, Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors all together, Ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, in all creation, Ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity, Ashe. We pour to the energies of the North that remind us to be a yes today, show up universally with a great spirit, especially since we're working on our vision for 2025. Yes, Ashe. To the energies of the South, the understanding of who we are and whose we are, Ashe. To the energy of the East, the rising sun, knowing that today is a brand new day. You got another shot at it. Don't be thinking about yesterday. You can't get it back anyway. How about that? Ashe. To the energy of the West, where the sun sets on the western horizon, we're still given light in the darkness by the moon and stars. Message, Ashe. We pour to the fifth direction, the ground below us, being rooted, so that even in the storm, when it comes, we may bend, but we recognize that it is always better to bend than it is to break, Ashe. To the sky above us, the place where we wonder as we wander. And as we come with these dreams and visions, we recognize that we are gifted to bring those dreams into manifest reality. We can speak things into existence. Little C creators to the big C creators, Ashe. And of course, from those 6 directions, the 7th direction, which is the direction that pulls it all together, it is the space of the heart. It is the place of Ma'at, that little feather right there. From that Kemetic concept of balance, we speak that your heart is as light as a feather as you move through the world in justice, in peace, and in divine love. Ashe. At this moment, I want to give you some space to just call out the names of those ancestors at home. Stand up in front of the TV. YouTube is on. Facebook is on. All of our platforms are on. Even X is on. So look. Send this out there. Get your people, call their names aloud in this moment, and we enjoy knowing that we'll see a name or two in the chat as well. Let us do so in the next few moments. And finally, we pour for the children in the world, in the womb, and of course, yet unborn. So it is. And we say together in the world, Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. And so it is. It is done. Listen, I am so grateful that we are here today. I am so grateful that you are with us today. I'm so grateful that wherever you are in the world, we're going to give you a chance to say hello. We're going to give you a chance to greet us. For those of you who are new and you say, man, I just turned into this place. What in the world is this place? I am hearing this energy. I'm feeling this love. I didn't know that I had a church that would pour libations and recognize the ancestors. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. And I want to get to know who you are in a moment as we have this abbreviated service that is a fireside chat format, of course, but we want to remind you of who we are. And to do that, we take you to our statement of infinitude. Infinitude is a wonderful, wonderful way for us to have a conversation around who we are. And this is one of the ways that we define what we do at the Infinity Fellowship. And so I invite you to understand the foundational practice of Infinity Fellowship. You see, here at Infinity, we don't tell you what to call or how to define the God of your acceptance and understanding. We recognize that that in itself is a very intimate energy. What we do is say that divine source, you'll hear us say that divine source, creator, God, will use that universe interchangeably. But one thing we know, it was showing off when you were made in the image of likeness. So because of that, we like to speak aloud our core agreements. We call it infinitude. And infinitude is defined in the dictionary as the state or quality of being infinite or having no limit. We have a unique blend of faith traditions here at Infinity Fellowship, but what centers us is the spirituality that keeps us together, and that spirituality is important. We call it infinity with an attitude. Sister Kanitha usually does that. And you hear this snap. If you're watching with some friends of Infinity, they're snapping. You're like, man, what the heck is this snap thing? Why did everybody start snapping? Are they at a coffee shop somewhere? No, we're not. That is actually our spiritual practice. The S is for spirituality. Spirituality that transcends religion and connects you to the God of your own acceptance and understanding. Well, the N, well, that's for nurturing. Nurturing of ourselves and others, mind, body, and spirit. The A is for action. Why? Because we take action on our callings, walk in our divine purpose every single day. Finally, the P, well, that's for the proof. Proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We are so grateful that the Creator has blessed you to be with us today, and that you are all here as unique manifestations as the living, loving, the living, loving source of our common creation, who is perceived by many different names and yet known by only one energy. So I invite you to stand at home, or if you're sitting or driving, to listen to our statement of infinitude and know and understand that people all over the world are reciting this, because this is what we call our core agreements. So we're going to pull that up on the screen and enjoy speaking aloud our statement of infinitude. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in the temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it, because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all, regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so according to the many ancient modern words of affirmation. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. And so it is. It is done. How awesome is that, y'all? How awesome is that? Take a deep breath on that statement of infinitude with me right now. Inhale. And exhale. Let it all out. Oh, my goodness. You know what? It's time for us to generate some gratitude in the chat. And this is what we're going to do. As I'm over here being Funk Master Flex JOC DJ JOC today, I don't know who I am. Y'all know I'm going to play because guess what? Every Sunday you should be excited to be in a spiritual community. If you put on clothes and tie up your necktie or put on your overalls like me sometimes because I'm here to work today, if you do that and then you feel like, I got to go to church. I got to drag myself to synagogue, to mosque. Listen, consider if that's in alignment with being grateful to be alive and being affirmed. I want you to come to a place and always be hyped for it. And that's what infinity is. It's a place where you're going to be hyped, you're going to love, you're going to be loved, and it's all of that. So what we do is we say good morning to you. So I'm going to get you to generate some gratitude in the chat. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this up on the screen. And I don't have Lady Kaditha here with us today to help us in the singing part. So that means that y'all got to help me from wherever you are. Listen, this is what happens. We're going to do good morning to you. And you're going to say, my name is, I am grateful for. Just put one thing that you are grateful for. Let's see what happens. The song goes like this. Good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say da 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 da. Simple. Come on, let's go. Good morning to. Come on and bring that gratitude in. Good morning to you. Good morning. Man, I got my peep. Come on, folks. Even new folks. I don't care if it's the first time you have showed up at Infinity Fellowship. I really want you to just tell me something you're grateful for. Be grateful that you showed up in this place and found an overly hyped spiritual leader giving people some love on Sunday morning, the last Sunday of the year. There we go. Ba-da-da. Da 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 da. It's early in the morning. Good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. Warming my voice. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Yeah, shout out to everybody who enjoys that song when it comes on, to everybody who sings, and to everybody who has participated by putting something awesome into the doggone chat. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. Love this opportunity to share with y'all This is the first time, or rather the first time on this Sunday service, where I get to say hello to you in a very powerful way. Again, my name is Jeff Obafemi Carr. In this space, I go by Rev Jeff. And Rev Jeff kind of rhymes, so you can kind of keep that going. Um, Listen, don't be a stickler. Say Rev Jeff or Ref Jeff. Don't just Rev Jeff rhymes in my mind, in my spirit. Okay. So because it rhymes in my mind and my spirit, I give that to you so that you can remember. I am grateful for many of you as the gratitude continues to scroll in the chat. We're going to be on fire today, y'all. We won't be long, but we will be strong. I'm grateful for this wonderful mug from Brother Martin. It's just awesome. Great present. Go Big Blue, Tennessee State University. Yes, we are in a period of growth and expansion with my alma mater, but we still bad. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the many people that I get to encounter. Grateful to be broadcasting from the studio at Infinity. Grateful to be able to look back when we talk about vision boards and say, at one point, this was an old laundry room that you couldn't get in, and now it's got a place that's got some memorabilia and some energy and some love, most importantly, coming. So we are all continually grateful for Infinity and the fact that we transform lives. So this is the time where I get to welcome our first time visitors. And welcoming our first time visitors is important to us. I'm going to put up a code on the screen. Pat. I'm dangerous with technology, y'all. On this code that is on the screen, this is our welcome code. So if you're a first timer, I invite you to hold the code, hold your phone up to the code, either now or run that thing back after service and scan that QR code. It's an opportunity for us to send you a welcome note. It's also an opportunity for us to invite you if you feel moved or so moved, if you've been listening to and watching Infinity for a while and you say, you know what, this is the place for me. I've been looking for a place where people can come together across lines that divide us and a place that practices affirmation and not just toleration. Welcome to Infinity. That's what it's for. So go ahead and scan that QR code that's there. And I invite you to just let us know you're here. If you're a first time visitor, please in the chat, by all means. We got people who've been coming to Infinity for 10 years. We got people who've been coming for 10 days and people who've been coming for 10 minutes. Say hello to each other in the chat. If somebody says, this is my first time, I'm just discovering this place, whether they're here for service or whether they're here just to learn how to make an atomic vision board, whatever it is, welcome them in, send them some love hearts. And again, go ahead and hit that QR code and know that we are here for you in a powerful way. To our visitors, this may be your first time experiencing Infinity, but we like to let you know that we see the real you. I don't see you today as a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience. That is going to happen. We speak that it's going to happen in a powerful way. But the reality is, we see that you're a spirit who is navigating the human experience just like the rest of us. Okay? So, in that regard, we like to say a special welcome to you, and we like to be bold enough to say that we know who, what, where, when, and why you are. So if you're at home, even if you're not a first-time visitor, turn to somebody and put your hands up to them. And if you're a first-time visitor, I'm going to hold my hands up to you, and I want you to hear our welcome. Take a deep breath. Exhale, let it go. This is our Infinity welcome. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You are a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me, where I can let you know, if nobody else won't or will, that you are not alone. I'm with you. We're with you around the world, and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You're You're so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn. You're here to grow, to embrace your dreams, to build an awesome atomic vision board, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all of this because I'm here to do the same thing, and we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you, and I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. If you scream Asheo, then I can hit the dance music and we can just have a little good time for just a minute. Say Asheo. Hey, there it is. Hey, there it is. Everybody's in the house. Infinity's in the house. Rev Jeff is in the house. Hey, Georgia's in the house. California's in the house. Texas is in the house. Tennessee is in the house. Come on, North Carolina, you're in the house. Florida in the house. Check in, y'all. Oh, hey, yeah, Mississippi's in the house. Come through. Hey, I see you. Ooh, West Virginia's in the house too. My goodness. Fill it out, y'all. Fill it out. Rock it out, y'all. Rock it out. Hey, rock it out. All right, I don't dance too much because I will just start dancing. And like Fred Hammond had that song, Dance Like David Dance, and, you know, dance out of your clothes kind of thing. I always do that when I get a chance to, but because we want to make sure we have a Sunday service that you can send people back to empower them, we want to make sure that we do things, as my mama used to say, in decency and in order. With that said, y'all, it is offering time at Infinity. It is giving time at the Infinity Fellowship. I hear y'all all around the world. I hear you. I feel you. Yes. That also means that it's dangerous to give Rev Jeff a couple of sound effects because I'm not playing. All my radio background comes out and I have a great time. So it's giving time at Infinity. This is the time when we get to pour back in to the place that provides us with spiritual food. It is that sacred time of giving. This is how we participate. This is how we take action. This is how we show. Remember, spirituality nurturing. And to get to the proof, you got to get the action. That's what SNAP is. So this is the time for us to do this together. So everybody grab your phone. And I want to send you some information out into the atmosphere as we prepare to give. I want to remind you that those of you who have given during Cash App, if you're brand new, when you're giving today, just to be sure, as you are giving what is put on your heart, whether you are practicing that 10%, that tithing of what comes in back to where you receive your spiritual food, or you're a giver and something moves you to give, especially now that we're at the end of the year. This is the last Sunday. So what you give today gets counted for your giving for 2024, the year of divine reciprocity, wherever you may fall in that. We invite you, especially if you're on Cash App, to go ahead and send us your email in your Cash App line, especially if you haven't joined our database. That way we can email you your giving statement and make it a lot easier. So that's specifically Cash App. If you give on PayPal, of course, that's going to record your email. And of course, if you send in a check, send in a money order, many of you do that, that's going to record as well too. If you record it by the end of the year and mail it, it always counts too. So I'm very grateful to be able to be talking to you because I'm a part of a community that pours back. So y'all, let's get this thing ready to go. And as you all know, we don't just give and say, oh, it's time to give. It's time for us to get together. Let's just say a quick little prayer and keep it going. That is totally not in alignment with our principles and how we practice spirituality and Infinity Fellowship. What is in alignment, though, however, is this wonderful opportunity that we have to bless, to send up, send out this energy that we have around giving. So as we prepare on our platforms, Cash App, as we prepare PayPal, as we have the international PayPal, if you're giving around the world, infinitynashville@gmail.com, whatever you may have in this place, we're going to supercharge it with an offertory affirmation. And this is a powerful statement that we give as we come together that will supercharge that offering. This is the last offering of the year. We're going to make it a good one, y'all. And it's going to be a joyful one. Y'all going to get me singing again because we're going to sing Everything is Good. And it's a simple song, but it's a loving song. We're just going to pull these devices out and get going. Let's go to our offertory affirmation, which is on the screen. And I invite you to pause, take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, release it. Set your intention, what you want to give and how you want to give. And let's all over the world speak our offertory affirmation. O limitless, abundant Creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken, and so it is. Yes, everything is good. Come on, y'all know how to sing it? Let's go, come on. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Okay, I'm singing while we go to the slide. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. It's a catchy little song. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Mm-hmm. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Oh, yeah. Everything is good. Everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it, oh, I've got it good. Come on, let's now sing it with me. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it good. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Mm-hmm. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it good. Yeah, y'all, shout out to Reggie the teacher Wooten for putting us in a position where we can still have some great music as we are moving through 2024, the year of divine reciprocity, y'all. Can you believe it? Can you believe how awesome it's been? I know I can. I'm excited that we get an opportunity to continue to have this energy in here and to move through here with love together. Thank you all. And I really appreciate, again, we're a strong community because we don't give out of coercion. We don't give out of fear and guilt. We give because we know it takes what it takes to get this out in the world. And it is so good. that it's better than a pair of brand new Uggs boots. People out there putting their money on those Uggs and some other things. I understand. We're going to put it on infinity and go. Listen, we got a few announcements. And then as you see, I gave you a preview of my workstation. I'm inviting you to get your workstation in order. But for right now, I want to give you a couple of brief announcements so that we can get ready and get prepared for where we are today. First announcement that we have in the house, and that is that I'm giving you congratulations. You know, I'm writing you a 4-page letter. I'm writing you a 40-page letter to congratulate you because we've reached the 12th month in the year of divine reciprocity. The law of attraction teaches us that what we put into the universe is attracted to us. So we're excited that all this year, every single waking day that you remember, we get up and we say our mantra, which is at the bottom of that card on the left. It is, say it with me, I am that I am. I give, I get, I've got it good. Man, can you believe we've gotten to a place where we got through 12 months and it just keeps getting better. So I want you to know that wherever you are, we are affirming that we are moving forward. To do that, we've got a couple of activities that are coming up that we want to remind you of, and I want to invite everybody under the sound of my voice to participate in some kind of way. This is how we're ending 2024 with all eyes focused on what's coming in 2025, okay? So I want you to listen because these are notes that I want you to take. Today is our Fireside Chat, obviously, Rev Jeff. I'm here for that. That's what we're doing. We got our Fireside Chat going on. We'll get some other energy going in, but we're going to work on this vision board. We're going to work on right now in this moment. Take a second to go and grab some magazines, poster board, notebooks. You don't have to do everything today, but today will be a great opportunity for you to organize so that the next couple of days you can actually get this vision board in place before 2025. New Year's Eve, happy hour meet and greet. If you are in town, if you are at an Infinity Fellowship, if you're anywhere near us, 641 West Nocturne Drive. If you just happen to be here, we're going to be hanging out right here at the Infinity Fellowship upstairs, 641 West Nocturne Drive from 6 to 8 p.m. Okay? It's just going to be a happy hour. We're just going to be around here meeting and greeting. And then at around 7 o'clock, we're going to give out some cards for those of you who participate in the smudging ritual and fire circle. We just give out cards that put down where you want to leave, what you want to leave from this year into this year. You want to not carry it with you. We speak a ritual, we smudge you with sacred sage and lavender and Palo Santo, and then you put it in the fire and move forward. So we want to start that ritual at about 7 because we usually have a lot of people that we do that. This is in lieu of our New Year's Eve. So this is what we're doing, 6 to 8 p.m. Come by, bring your family, bring your kids, get them smudged. The kids love it too. Sometimes the babies are out there getting smoke on their head. It's beautiful. We'll get it done, 6 to 8 p.m. And then New Year's Eve will be a virtual countdown. So that means that you join us right back here on the Infinite Live stream, and we're going to count in New Year's. We're going to come in about 15 minutes before New Year's, Central Standard Time. So we're only doing it once. So those of you who are on Pacific Time, get the replay. Those of you who are on Eastern Time, you know, y'all celebrate with us. Help us bring it in too. 11:45, we're going to bring that in live. And then first Sunday, oh man, first Sunday is going to be the biggest, baddest first Sunday that you have ever seen. The biggest, baddest first Sunday because we're going to be in person right here, 641 West Nocturne Drive. Make it your New Year's promise to yourself that you're going to show up to infinity and enjoy us. Live music. We got our chefs ready to go. I hear black eyed peas, collard greens on the menu for our potluck afterwards. We got infinite bingo that we're going to be playing as well. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful day for everyone. So I want you to join us in person. Put that down to make sure that you're there on the first Sunday in January, 10 o'clock a.m. Get here early because y'all know it packs out. We want to have full overflow. Everybody excited. For our new members and those who have considered joining Infinity and are ready to join, January also launches our new members class, new members orientation. We go through the 4 spiritual laws of prosperity, the book of ancient wisdom by Edwin Gaines. Lady Kanitha and I get to teach that, and it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to just have a great orientation. Y'all know when you come into new members class, you get access to the Band app. You get to have a lot of conversations, and we do a lot for you. So I want you to take a picture of that slide, put that slide up, fill out that registration form. And for those who have filled out a visitor's form before, you will get an email later on this week, toward the end of the year, to invite you into that class as well. So glad that we have an opportunity to come together at Infinity Fellowship, and that we have an opportunity to get to rocking in the right and proper way. All right. Y'all ready to get to work? Somebody in the chat said, I'm ready to get to work. Come on, I'm ready to get to work. I told you, Infinite Life Streamers, I need y'all today. I'm ready to get to work. I got my coffee. I got my water. I got music. Who could ask for anything more? I'm hyped this morning. I make no apology, but I'm telling you that if I'm hyped, you got to be hyped too. So in between doing this work, what I want you to do is to focus your energy on the concept of being atomic. Atomic energy is very powerful energy. If y'all hadn't realized it, and I'm spewing some wisdom that comes from the ancient places. It is about writing the vision and making it plain. And it is also about doing things with the least amount of effort. A lot of people think, well, I'm going to put together a board that's going to squeeze the effort out of everything. I'm just going to be stressed, and I'm just going to push it really hard, and I'm going to force my dreams into reality. I'm going to go hard 2025. Feel the pain, man. Rep 225 of my dreams and make sure that I'm swole. Now, man, stop it. Just stop it. That's toxic spirituality. I'll coin that. And I'm only partially joking, because it's seriously, anecdotally, is something that is real. We do this kind of stuff. We think that we have to force things. You don't have to force anything. You just have to allow it. And when we talk about allowance, I think about the almost legendary archer, championship archer, a man by the name of Eugen Herringel. And he taught something that is today's meditation. So I know we're writing. You may not write this quickly, but again, you can screenshot it and go back to it when you need to. And then we're going to get to work. I'm going to find us some little cool kind of music somewhere, and we're just going to get to work on these vision boards, and I'm going to give you an intro on it and talk to you a little bit about it. But I want to frame it around what Eugen said about archery, because archery is about aiming and hitting something spot on. So when we talk about hitting something spot on, how do we do this, and how does a master archer do it? It's very, very zen. So take a deep breath and exhale, let it all go. Settle into your happy place, which is going to be your focus place for today as we get ready to put in a little work on these vision boards. Are you settled in? Good. Are we loud and clear? I believe we are. All right. So let's go to today's meditation, and I'll read that aloud for us. Eugen Herringel says, you can learn from an ordinary bamboo leaf what ought to happen. It bends lower and lower under the weight of snow. Suddenly, the snow slips to the ground without the leaf having stirred. Stay like that at the point of highest tension until the shot falls from you. So indeed it is. When the tension is fulfilled, the shot must fall. It must fall from the archer like snow from a bamboo leaf. before he even thinks it. Inhale and exhale. See, I recognize that some of you have been fighting with tension. Some of you have been fighting with tension in 2024, and you're working on trying to get to 2025. That message is the message of the archer. You can't have a straight and pure shot. You cannot have something fall without first allowing it to build and allowing it to build tension. But just as the snow falls from the bamboo leaf, so this stuff is going to fall from you. And we're going to get this thing started right. We're going to get this energy started right. We're going to get this party started right. Let's get into this concept of building an atomic vision board for 2025, y'all. Let's see what we have in the realm of good music. See what we got available to us online and see what we can bring in and give us a little. Yeah. That's kind of cool. What do you think? Let's try some jazz. What do you think? That sounds kind of okay. But I think I really want something else. I think I want some. Y'all are all in my head in the studio. Thank y'all for joining me. Y'all know I keep it real at infinity. I think I'll go with some world music. How about that? We'll just bring it in gently. Okay, so let's talk vision boards. Let's get this energy in here. This is the atomic vision board concept that we talk about at Infinity Fellowship and that I've talked about for several years. If you're in the chat and you've done vision boards before, wave your hand, put a finger up, say me, I have. Go ahead, put that in the chat right now while I'm organizing my stuff. So I'm going to say, if you've done vision boards, say, I've done vision boards. I'm going to ask how many have never done vision boards. So go ahead and show if you've not done vision boards. Don't worry, you're at infinity. Nobody's going to say, I can't believe they haven't done a vision board. No wonder things haven't gone right in their lives. Nobody's going to say that here. It's just so that I can understand where we're coming from. We can get a good amalgamation of people and different experiences so that we can put that all together in a powerful way. Here's another question that I'm going to ask, and if I had the fingers to type it, I would. But here's a question that I'll go to so that you can have an understanding of what we're talking about here. When you're talking about vision boards, I have my supplies all out here and ready to go. So how many have done this? A vision board that has not worked. Has not worked. How many have had the experience of doing a vision board that has not worked? I have in the past, years ago. That's why I had to change the concept of what a vision board actually was. This is the season, y'all. It's the season to not only be jolly, post-jolly, but it is the season to understand that there's a lot of money to be made, and there are a lot of good experiences to have, and there are a lot of good parties. There's nothing wrong with parties, but people get together and the wine and the Moscato is going to flow, and people are going to go through magazines and put together all sorts of beautiful images, and you're going to take that vision board and you're going to take it home, and it's going to be in the car with you, and you're going to feel that little buzz at the end, and you're like, yeah, I'm doing all right. And then you're going to look up this time next year when you realize that you used that vision board for a doorstop, or you folded it up to help the stove stay even, and you say, oh, I forgot about that. I forgot I did this vision board last year. Well, guess what? That's not the kind of vision board you want to do. When you're in a place where you're having a party, when you're having a get together, that's all understandable. It's all part of the process. It's all beautiful. We also, though, want you to get into a place of understanding that if you truly want to practice the science, because it is science, of vision boarding, if you truly want to understand what it truly means to do something that is going to be effective, you have to understand that the vision board is simply a manifestation of what you feel on the inside. If you've taken a vision board workshop with me before, you've done an infinity vision board and you know what that's like, I wouldn't mind you in the chat saying, I have manifested through my vision board. Let the people know who you are, because it helps to have testimony so people can know out here that we're just not out here talking trash. We're not just here to say, oh, let's have a good fun time out here and put some beautiful pictures on here, the pictures that we'll never see again. Again, use your vision board to scrape some snow off the back of the car during the winter. We don't want those kind of vision boards. We want some powerful, powerful vision boards. So as we are getting into this power, we want you to have a vision board that manifests. Somebody in the chat say, a vision board that manifests, and claim it. Say, that's me, whatever it may be, whatever it may be. When we're writing in places like this, when we gather in a place to make vision boards, and we've done this for years at Infinity, we always want to make sure that we are priming our energy. You see, when we make a vision board that manifests, it's what I call an atomic vision board. And now I'm not worried about, people, oh man, people gonna take your stuff, bruh, they're gonna try to listen. If you grab something that is gonna manifest in your life, it's owned by the universe, right? And if there's something that I can give to you that is gonna manifest in your life, that's what I'm here for. I'm a spiritual teacher, leader, and guide. I was put on this earth to teach people how to discover and walk in their divine purpose, and to build institutions that manifest a beloved community. That's why I'm here. And whatever you do with that is up to you. But I'm here to make sure that in this hallway, in this room, in this confine, in this studio space, in this little window today at Infinity Center, Rev Jeff is here to let you know practices that'll manifest fruit in your life. So ask yourself, if you were in that category, some of you are in the category, I made vision boards before that didn't work. Thank you for your honesty. I've made some vision boards, but I didn't know exactly what I was doing. Thank you for your honesty. For those of you in that category, this is the moment where it changes. And this is a moment where we accept it, because we're going to make this atomic vision. We're going to show this atom and this energy in here. And that atomic energy is powerful, right? That atomic energy is powerful because when we define the atom and what the atom actually is, the atom is, when we define it, it's a single irreducible unit or component in a larger system. So if you've got an ecosystem that's a macro, you also have the micro, right? So the outer macro, larger system, atomic level is down to the single irreducible unit. Now, I don't think it's an accident that that's also Ra, Ray, that symbol in Kemet, that energy of the sun and the solar return. But I'm not here to get too deep with y'all. We're here to do atomic vision boards. But a second definition of that is relating to or using the energy that's released in nuclear fission or fusion. Atomic can be good. Atomic can be, but if you strike the right balance, you got it. And the balance of the atomic vision board is basically the law of attraction. So for anybody who studied with me around those simple 3 laws of attraction, what are they? I want you to think about this with me if you're brand new. Everything is vibration. You can write that down. You can write it down, put it in there. Everything is vibration. Okay? That means everything is a frequency. This pen is a vibration. It's vibrating much slower molecularly than I am. So it's perceived to be hard and slow. But I'm moving a little faster. The air is moving even faster. The atmosphere and space is moving even faster. But everything is vibrating at a frequency. So we get to choose that, right? That's that energy that we're putting out. You're vibrating at a frequency right now. If you showed up at Infinity to learn this, your mind is already beginning to program your subconscious and your heart with vibrational energy around atomic power, something that goes to the singular, irreducible unit by which anything can be measured. It's the difference between external and internal. You ready for it? Let's go to that second law, because the second rule of the law of attraction is simple. It is like energy attracts like energy. And I'm just going to write it. Like attracts like. I don't need to go through that because, or do I? No. Like attract likes. Infinite life streamers, you who are watching, type that in so I know you got that. Like attracts like. I want you to experience life and experience life most abundantly because you are attracting like energy. And for those of you who are having a hard time because the people around you are negative, like attracts like. Make the shift right now. I want you to make this shift, especially as it relates to your atomic vision board that we're going to work on a little bit today. The third thing that we get is that you control the frequency. And I'm just going to say of your vibe, which is vibration. Got it? Let me zoom that in so you can see that. You control the frequency. Everything is vibration. Like attracts like. You control the frequency of your vibe. If you got that, and if you go into working on this vision board today, I don't expect that you would finish it in these next few minutes that we have, but I expect that you will do the work necessary to reframe your vibration so that you can focus on the good. You get to create the vision board that you like. So listen, I got all kind of stuff operating here and I love it. Magazines, New York Times Magazine. Oh, there's a couple of them. My man, Questlove, look at that. I could possibly take a picture of Questlove and just cut him out. You know? Don't like call Questlove and say, man, he was cutting on you online, bro. You need to call him. Well, maybe you should do that though, because then I could talk to him and explain it, and Questlove would come and bring the roots, and they could perform at Infinity. How about that? Wouldn't that be great? But I like that picture of Questlove, so I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna cut it out because it's doggone cool. Now, I could put this on my vision board and say, you know what? I'm gonna meet Questlove. Yes, I'm gonna meet Questlove one day. It's okay to do that, and I encourage you to be specific. But when you're cutting pictures, I want you to practice something that comes from the concept of the sixth direction. And y'all remember the sixth direction when I was talking pouring libation? Somebody in the chat, let me know what the sixth direction is. The sixth direction is above. The sixth direction is the sky. The sixth direction is the concept of letting our minds wonder as they wander. Okay? So if you understand that, then when you look through your magazines, you're allowing yourself to let your mind wander as it wanders. Some people say, well, I don't know what I should pick. I'm just flipping through and I see things and I don't know what it means. And I just don't know, Rev. Well, you know what? You don't have to know, right? You don't have to know. You have to have a feeling. So there could be something that you're dealing with that when you're looking through in life, as you are imagining the goals that you want to have for 2025, and something strikes you. In this magazine right here, now we're like doing this together, right? I love this. And somebody may say, well, Rev, wait a minute, you left out something. I say, no, I didn't. Because what I think is good for me is new ways. I just like the concept of new ways. Putting that down with that picture of Questlove I got. Oh, look at this other stuff. I keep going, I keep moving. You never know. Oh, wait a minute. Here's something that I've been wanting to work on. Y'all see that little quote right there? I'm confident in my own skin. See, Rev Jeff's job here today is not to judge you. My job is to help empower you. Confident in my own skin. See, when we talk about a vision board, especially if you're unsure, I want you to learn how to go from the place of wandering until you start to have a good feeling about things, right? So when you're doing a vision board, I want you to get your supplies together. You start with your magazines. You can get letters, you can get stars, you can get whatever you want. But most importantly, your vision board should reinforce the feeling that you want to have. Somebody type that. Don't fight the feeling. Don't fight the feeling. Don't fight the feeling. You see, before you get very specific about things, the first thing that you want to do is be broad about things. If you're broad about things, you can generally understand where you're going with things. And to do this, I'm going to give you just a little bit of a taste of one of my previous vision boards in the past. And I won't pull it all up. It's maybe in 2018. I don't keep it up long, but you know, there were things that I wanted in this theme for 2018. There were things that I wanted for a film that I was producing at the time that was getting out there. Turns out this film ended up getting distribution. There was, if you look here, this is the office that I am under right now. It's an outside picture of infinity that I took and printed off. And what I wanted to do was to renovate this space. This space was not renovated. It was 4 apartment units, Infinity Center, for those of you who know the story. It was completely unrenovated. There was a cesspool right outside that office, and we didn't have the money in place to do it. We didn't have anything in place other than the vision and the intent. And I'm pleased to say that He Ain't Heavy got national distribution. We see that the building got renovated. There was a picture of a figure skater that looked kind of like me, and I drew my face on his face because my whole concept was I am going to glide through this year. That's what this is about. I'll come back to the concept of what we do later. Yours doesn't have to look like that. It can be whatever it is. There are times when you're doing vision boards where you decide to do a theme. Sometimes in a vision board, for instance, you may say, I'm going to do a road theme, and I'm going to lay my vision board, my white paper, or I'm going to lay my bordered paper. Sometimes people get paper that is creative and they get glitter. Look, got a glue gun up in this piece. I got pens. I got glitter glue. I've got, of course, your trusty glue stick. No endorsement deals yet, so I'm not going to hold the brand up. But all of these things, markers, all of those things are what you have, and you clear your space. So sometimes you can sketch out your board. There was a time in a vision board where I decided that it was going to be about destination for me. So destination for me went like this. The road is long with many a winding turn that leads me to who knows where, who knows where. Right? Now, psychologically, this is my road. So at one point, I put different items on this road alongside the road so that they would be benchmarks for where I wanted to go. Do you have a career move that you're wanting to make? Do you have an end goal that you want in terms of your health? Do you have something that you want to manifest? So short-term things, little things. I always tell people, they say, well, how specific can I be, Rev? More on that. I got some frequently asked questions that come up, and I know you'll put some in the chat. Those of you who've done stuff with me, do me a favor. If you know the answer, you can give it, but there is no wrong answer, except that you want to be honest about how things make you feel, right? That's what you got. Because where there is no vision, the people perish. That's scriptural. Write that out there for me. Where there is no vision, the people perish. The roadmap for me, in one particular way, was filled with new ways of doing things. Full of being confident in my own skin. Full of Questlove in the moment. And look, I am just randomly putting things that I just cut out because they gave me an interesting feeling. Now, would this be to work with Questlove? Maybe, for somebody out there. Would it be to accomplish things along the vibrational frequency of a Questlove of the Roots? Possibly. Get this. What if you simply are on a quest to get all of the chemicals out of your hair, and you want to grow your natural hair on your natural hair journey, and you like the feeling that you get from watching and seeing a picture like a picture of Questlove and that awesome afro? That's the symbolism of the feeling that you got. And the feeling gives you esoteric power. So yes, it can be specific, but it also can carry great meaning for you. And that's what we talk about. When it carries great meaning for you, that is when we know that it is something that is going to give you power. So when we say, what does it have to look like? Well, it has to look like something that reminds you to stay on track for your dreams. A vision board is not a to-do list. It is the beginning of a to-do list. When you get up in the morning and you look at it, when you go to bed and you look at it, you say, okay, I've got to be reminded that this is where I'm going. Okay? Good. As long as you know that it is a reminder that this is where you're going, then you're on the right path. I want you to start working on this. I want you to start navigating this. So see, just from this little work that I did, I've got new ways of doing it. It may be new ways of treating my hair. It may be new ways of walking the path. It may be confidence in my natural hair. Do you see how easy it is for these things to come together? I might decide that I'm going to put some glow around here to remind me of how magical this is going to feel, that when it dries, that it's going to give me a halo effect, and that halo effect is going to work magic and wonders in my life. Go nuts with it and put it together. In the abbreviated version, I'm going to answer some questions for you really quick, because I want you today, since you showed up for service, I'm going to give you time for the next little while to start working on this yourself so that you can start doing this. If you're watching this later, start doing it now. But we are going to get you to a place where you're going to start to feel this energy coming out of this board that you have. Okay, what does it have to look like? It looks like something that inspires you. Where do I put it? You put it where you will see it and not forget it. Suggested places, your bathroom. Suggested places, your ceiling. Well, I put it on my ceiling one year. so that I can see it when I go to bed and get up in the morning. But I'm corny like that, and I manifest like that, and I claim that, and I love it. Who should I show it to? This is a frequently asked question that comes up all of the time. And I'm going to go to this because it's like, who sees it? That's a powerful question. Because aside from that little quip that you see of mine, nobody sees that except for the people who live with me. And usually only my wife. Why? Because she is A, closest to me in the house, but B, she is also a person who is going to back me up 100% in letting me know that what I put on that board is going to manifest. So the answer to your question is, the people who should see it are the people who are invested in helping you get there. Somebody for posterity record that in the chat for me. The people who should see it are only the people who are invested in helping you manifest it. And here's what's happening. Many people don't say, let me see your vision board. Why? Because they're so focused on making their atomic version of their vision board that anything else is just extra. Oh, that's great. You know, you may feel like showing it to somebody who's invested in getting you there, or saying, you know what, I put this on my vision board. This is something I can check off. But be careful, because this vision board is just for you. And when you have your vision on your own board and your board on your own vision, you don't have much time to over-examine someone else's. Do you have that understanding, Rev Jeff? You got it? Okay. So let me give you another concept that I want to go to before we wrap up this early part of this vision boarding, and you can have an understanding of where we're going with this. Okay? Question is, big or small? So Rev, do I put like big dreams up here, or do I just do small stuff? You do both. But here's something that I will tell you. The key to vision boarding is so that you don't get frustrated with yourself, so that you don't turn it over and use it to, I don't know, take a bug outside off the wall, take a spider out. I don't know. There are many uses to vision boards when you don't use them. Many primarily secondary uses, but I want you to do the primary use. The question becomes, what can you check off that's small? I think one year on that vision board, I had some boots that I really liked. It wasn't that I wanted the material object. It's that I wanted the feeling of what would come that was represented by that object. Sometimes people see me in an interesting pair of shoes. I do get interesting pairs of shoes from time to time, or an interesting bag, or an interesting pair of overalls. Why? It's because I know that if I achieve that, it's because I did something special, and I did that for myself as a reward. So it's symbolic to me, whether anybody else notices or not. So when we talk about this concept of atomic vision board, when we talk about this concept of pulling things together, we want you to put things on there. I want you to put things on there that are attainable, yes, and that also put you in the mind frame to create your to-do list, so that you work on something every single day. You do some little action to get there. You putting it on the board is not enough. Put on the board that which gives you a good feeling, and then that good feeling propels you into action. Because big dream equals big action. That means that you've got to put something, if you put something on your vision board that you want to see, that you want to achieve, that means that you're committed to doing it. You put the 6-figure job up there, you're committed to doing the 5-figure job. You're committed to getting the experiences that you need to get this year. You're committed to getting up off the bench and jumping into the game on a brand new way. You're committed to finding a mentor. You're committed to reading what you need to read. You're committed to doing the extra work that you need that is leading you toward that. And I guarantee you, that's how you begin to see it manifest. And if you don't have the big action immediately, the big dream can be a series of small steps. But again, we're talking about a vision board so that you can begin to see the new ways that you're doing things. And look, this is not my vision board right now, but I actually might steal that. I don't know that I would put my mind around, developing that same afro in this day and age, but I would love the feeling. But I like the picture anyway. I still may use it. I'm saying to you that when you begin to work on these things, when you begin to embrace these concepts, when you begin to recognize that where there is no vision, the people perish, you understand that building a building first begins with an architectural drawing. Your vision board is a roadmap to everything good that is going to come my way. So listen, that's our lesson for today. That's our energy for this morning. That is our summation of this atomic vision board. That is what it is. If you got something out of that, if you had an aha moment out of that, I want you in this moment to go ahead and just say, hey, I got something good from that. I'm ready to start. If you're ready to start working, if you're ready to keep going, just keep going. You took the time to show up today. You took the time to be here on a Sunday morning on the 29th of December, 2024. You took the time. Rev Jeff got you in and out in record time. You had little about an 80-minute service. Love it. So take the rest of this time and start going through those magazines and start asking yourself, what is it that I am willing to manifest beyond just going to sit at the party, putting together all of these wonderful dreams, and then showing everybody and we say, oh, I like that. Oh, that's cool. It's good to do that and to affirm, but I want you to see fruit in your life. And that's the difference that I want to see in your world. And here's why I got a challenge for you. Y'all got my email, infinitynashville at gmail.com, whatever it may be, it's on there. Myif.org is the website. I want you to check in from time to time. If you're at Infinity, I see you on Sundays. If you're new, though, I want you to check in, to try this method to see how it works, to see how it makes you feel, and from that feeling, to see how it makes you act and see how it makes you vibrate. When you get down, when you get low, when you get unsure, when you look at your vision board, when you look at your vision board, it should give you the energy that Angela Bassett, as the Queen of Wakanda, gave to the Black Panther to T'Challa when he was about to lose. And she cried out, show them who you are. Show them who you are. Your vision board should show you who you are. Don't you let anybody tell you that you are anything less. Don't you tell anybody that you have to measure and limit your vision. It takes as much to manifest $1 million as it does to manifest a penny. So you might as well fill in the blank. So I want you to get this with me today. I want you to type this with me today, wherever you are, however you're feeling this. I want you to say it right now. I am a manifester. Type that in the chat. I am a manifester. I have atomic vision. I have atomic vision. I'm going to give you this third one, and you take this with you. My board is my guide in 2025. Because I want some testimonies. In these few minutes as we get ready to go out of here, as we get ready to leave this place, and as we get ready to take our understanding into 2025, which is the year of next Sunday, you'll find out. But as we do this, I want us to testify. For those of you who have done these before, especially if you've done this with me before in a powerful place, I want you to share in the chat what things have happened for you. You don't have to be specific, but you can share your experiences and say, here's what I worked on last year at this time. And here's what I've seen come to pass. You've got a little time to do that. Share it. Share that love. And if you're brand new, share some gratitude to somebody and tag somebody and give them a oomph on their way out. I want you to take a deep breath. Inhale and then exhale. All right, good. We're just going to take a moment here and just allow ourselves to reflect on the vision that we have in our minds. In spirit, I speak as we close this Sunday service. I speak in this moment that those who have joined us today, those who have watched this on the replay, those who are individuals, those who are part of community, those who are spiritual leaders, those who are wherever they may be, that they are inspired, all brand new today, to lift themselves and to place this vision into a frame that brings a new reality to them. I speak that today as we close out this year, 2024, that we recognize that it has been a year of divine reciprocity, that our good energy has produced great energy, that our heartfelt giving has produced prosperity, that our heartfelt loving has produced a cosmic connection with you that continues to keep us centered. I give thanks in this moment today for those who join me, those who are here with Infinity Fellowship and this growing tide of love that is moving beyond the lines of religion into powerful manifestation through you and the awareness that you are always present and never absent. We give thanks in this moment. I seal this energy, and I seal it today with the power of the spoken word, that you are with us and therefore none can be against us. And that as we face you externally and in our hearts, emanating from within, we recognize that we are also powered by the shoulders that we stand upon, and that we are the hope of this generation looking for the future. And the future is depending on what we do right now. We proclaim that nothing is impossible. We proclaim these good things to be true, that we are manifestors. And we are grateful for this space today. We are grateful for this atomic charge, that we are down to the irreducible units in our bodies and our consciousnesses. We are together. And we speak that we are one and that all is well. All is well. All is well. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. Woo. Y'all, I love you. I love you. As we are getting into the place today, I remind you, listen, if you just happen to be in town and you happen to be by Infinity in a couple of days on the 31st, drop by from 6 to 8 p.m. Don't drop by at 8:15. Don't drop by at 8:15. 6 to 8. We're going to smudge at about 7. We're going to write down the things you don't want to take with you, and we're going to put them back into the fire as we do with the sacred scents that we put into the atmosphere, bring the kids by too. And of course, first Sunday, the big, awesome get together right here at 641 West Nocturne Drive. So with that, y'all, we're going to get ready to get on out of here and make our move. But I want to say this before we go. And I may miss a verse of the song, so we'll just have to sing it all together. I want to make sure you can see me when I say this. It has been the privilege and pleasure of my life to move through another year with y'all. There are things that we placed in our vision that are manifesting. May not have come as fast as we wanted them to come, but we got all the people in place. And whoever you are and wherever you are, I think you should know that there's something special and powerful in the world for you too. I invite you to find community. You can't get it alone just in organizations and volunteering. You can't get it alone just in book clubs. You've got to find a place where people will wrap their arms around you and love you, wherever that is. If you find that it's infinity, of course the doors are open for you. If you find it somewhere else, then so be it. We invite you to find that. But find a place that will love on you, that will allow you to love with an open heart and to manifest those things that you desire. That is my word for you for 2024, headed into 2025. I hope I see a couple of you in a few days. Let's sing a verse of our closing song. It goes like this. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day that God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. All hands up, all eyes closed as we go to God in benediction. We speak that the love of God, the wisdom of the ancestors, the infinite and abundant power of the universe rest, rule, rock, and abide with you, henceforth, now, and forevermore. And we sing together. Amen, amen. Hotel Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. Yes, y'all. This has been Rev Jeff on behalf of the entire Infinity Fellowship family. I invite y'all to keep living, to keep loving, and of course, join us next week right here. If you're out of town, that's cool too. You can always join us on the Infinite Live stream, but to everybody else, I love you. That's a fact you cannot change. I'm hyped for today. I'm hyped to clear this year out. I'm hyped for the next one. I love you. I'll see y'all soon. Y'all have a great one. Stay cool. In the chat, you know how we do it. Say something good to somebody, to a stranger, somebody you don't know. Pick on them in a powerful way. See you soon. Peace.